Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We learn together. This is your host Harish, and we are doing the country Austria. So far, we have done the history of Austria. We have done top 10 places to visit Austria, and now we are doing another video on Austria. 15 things you didn't know about Austria. This is another alex.com video. I always butcher their name. alex.com video. They are providing us the 15 things you didn't know about Austria. Definitely their video is quite useful and helpful to us to understand the things we are not aware of, and we learn something new with this video every time. So let's go dive in and learn something new about Austria.
This is Travel Tuesdays. Every Tuesday we present you with another incredible country. Today we're looking at 15 things you didn't know about Austria. Hello A-Luxers and welcome back to our channel. We're happy to have you join us today for another special video, this time on a landlocked alpine place situated in Central Europe. We're talking, of course, about Austria, the land of royalty, amazing natural scenery, and fantastic traditions. Most people lump Austria together with other German-speaking countries, which really is a shame, because on its own it's so rich with history and has also played a major part in international affairs as well. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at alux. So, whether you only know about Mozart or are already a lover...
Before you dive into this video, I just wanted to inform you that Austria has very beautiful landscape. If you want to see those, you can go to my previous video I had done on Austria. I will mention the video's link in the description below. You will be amazed to see how beautiful Austria is. Let's go.
Of Austria. Sit back, relax, and enjoy our 15 things you didn't know about Austria. Number 1. The royal family house of Habsburg was one of the most important in Europe. We frequently hear about the UK's most famous family, the royal family that is, yet Europe has so many other important dynasties. The House of Habsburg, also known as the House of Austria, was so powerful that it ruled the throne of the Holy Roman Empire for 3 centuries, between 1438 and 1740. Taking its name from the Habsburg Castle, a Swiss fortress that dates back to the year 1020. This family spread its influence throughout the continent, usually by marriage and generally keeping very tight relations. Some of the kingdoms ruled by Habsburg kings were Bohemia, England, Germany, and Spain. The house itself ceased to exist in the 18th century as its senior Spanish branch ended with the death of Charles II of Spain. Maria Theresa of Austria's death ended the Austrian branch. She actually ruled for 40 years. Number 2. The Vienna Christmas market is one of the most impressive in the world. The magic of Christmas wasn't always like it is now. In fact, it was a long process to create it, and Christmas markets have an influence on how we celebrate the holiday. Vienna's December market is a forerunner of our modern-day markets, and it actually dates back to the 13th century. The city's squares were filled with the delicious aroma of baked goods and hot punch, whimsy decorations, and fun crafts. The best-known market is the Vienna Magic of Advent, which is always located in the City Hall Square and attracts millions of tourists each year, with more than 150 wooden stalls that offer unique gifts. So, if you want to really get a feel for the holiday, you'd better book your ticket for the event. Number 3. Some call Austria the ashtray of Europe. Although it's not a good title to compete for, Austria has apparently robbed France from its ashtray of Europe moniker. An astounding 30% of people over the age of 15 are smokers, and no less than 13,000 people die as a result of tobacco use. That's no small number for a country with less than 9 million citizens. Although most of the Western countries have banned smoking in public places, such as bars, Austria is still resisting that trend. A total ban was supposed to be enforced this year in May, yet under the new conservative and far-right government, the plans seem to have been totally abandoned in spite of the efforts of anti-smoking campaigners. So don't be shocked to see special smoking areas in restaurants, or not even that. Number 4. Swarovski is from Austria. Swarovski has been a symbol of opulence and class since 1895. Headquartered in Wattens, Austria, the company offers high-quality crystal products, most notably jewelry, accessories, and decorative items. However, Swarovski does not make just cute figurines, but also produces optical instruments such as telescopes and even grinding and drilling tools. The company has different production units in 18 countries and usually showcases its dazzling products via a network of stores, retail partners, and websites. You surely have seen their products even if the name doesn't ring any bells. For example, the earrings Marilyn Monroe wore when singing "Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend" and Rockefeller Christmas Tree Star are some of the most famous Swarovski products. Number 5. The richest man in Austria is Dietrich Mateschitz, co-founder of Red Bull, with a net worth of $15.8 billion. Red Bull gives you wings. It also gives you a net worth of $15.8 billion if you happen to be Dietrich Mateschitz, the Austrian co-founder of the company. Founded in 1987 in Salzburg, Austria, it's now the world's biggest energy drink maker, and Mateschitz currently owns a whopping 49% of the business. The former marketing executive is also known for promoting the company through branded assets. Whether it's organizing fun competitions or sponsoring soccer and Formula One teams, Red Bull is associated with a youthful, adventurous persona. And it seems to pay off, since in 2017, Red Bull sold more than 6 billion cans of energy drinks and had a revenue of $7.1 billion. Number 6. They want to ban the hijab in schools. Austria has around 700,000 inhabitants that identify as Muslim. Immigration rates have also increased due to the Middle Eastern conflicts. In fact, around 2% of Austria's population is asylum seekers from the war-torn zones. This concerns some Austrians that have a more conservative stance on migration issues and are afraid that it will bring changes for their lifestyle or changes in Austrian culture. Following in the footsteps of France's total ban of the face veil in 2011, the government has plans to ban girls from wearing headscarves in school. This would apply to girls under 10, mainly kindergarten and primary school children. Although they say that it would be for a child's protection, the law is baffling since most Muslim girls don't cover their hair or face until puberty. If it passes, those who don't obey will have to pay a fine of up to $180. Number 7. A Bitcoin scam frauded Austria. Most recently, Austria was reportedly the victim of a pretty controversial scam. Authorities have also enlisted the help of Interpol to find out whether the scheme has also gained traction in other parts of Europe. Apparently, a significant number of Austrians have stated that they have been victims of Optiament, a Bitcoin trading company. As a result, the country's finance minister is searching for ways to draw up regulations for cryptocurrencies that could extend to the entire European Union. He's actually studying the rules for gold and other precious metals to determine exactly how to prevent Bitcoin and other similar currencies from enabling money laundering. According to the newspaper Die Presse, there could be as many as 10,000 Austrians who have been scammed. Number 8. A neo-Nazi group appeared in Austria's candidate party. Usually, fraternities in the US are there to make students socialize and have fun during college. Some of Austria's fraternities are a little bit different. Right-wing student fraternities are notorious for promoting Nazi-inspired ideas or a modern Nazism type called neo-Nazism. Its members are also very politically active. For example, around 40% of Austria's Freedom Party, or FPO for short, are members of such a fraternity. Most recently, during the regional election for the province of Lower Austria, the lead candidate for the FPO, Odo Landbauer, has come under some scrutiny for his association with a fraternity that uses a songbook containing anti-Jewish propaganda. And this is not the only scandal associated with the party, since another student fraternity with ties to the FPO also has a similar book with lyrics that instigate the murder of Jewish people. However, Landbauer has refused to resign from his candidacy. Number 9. The Tiergarten in Vienna is the oldest zoo in the world. You'll find plenty of old traditions in Austria, but perhaps the most surprising of all is the oldest zoo in the world. More than 700 species of animals, some of which are facing extinction, are housed in Vienna. It was also a World Heritage Site and a part of the imperial residence of Schönbrunn and is known as Tiergarten Schönbrunn. As with all great constructions at the time, the place was built in 1752 at the order of Francis I to serve as the imperial menagerie, which, as you can imagine, is a luxury that only the royal family could afford. Nowadays, it offers a unique blend of rich history and enchanting nature that should not be missed. Number 10. Viennese coffee is similar to cappuccino. Vienna has a complicated history with coffee. It was virtually unheard of in the city before the Ottoman siege of 1683. The locals discovered bags full of coffee beans left behind by the Turkish army. The first coffee house opened shortly after and actually became a trend in the 19th century. And if you're ever in this beautiful capital, make sure to try a Wiener Melange, which translates to Viennese blend. The drink is like a cappuccino, but with milder coffee in its composition. However, there is a debate going on amongst coffee makers. The famous Austrian company Julius Meinl states that you make it with 1 espresso shot, topped with steamed milk and milk foam. At Café Spurk in Vienna, you can drink half a cup of black coffee and half a cup of creamy milk with an added milk foam. But hold on a second, have you seen our Vienna video yet? Make sure to check it out by clicking in the top right corner to see us uncovering Vienna's most amazing secrets. Number 11. A drag queen contestant from Austria won the Eurovision contest in 2014. The Eurovision Song Contest is perhaps the best-known European song competition. The competitors are singers or bands that hail from almost each country in Europe. Austria sparked a controversy in 2014 after a drag queen won first place. The usually conservative competition awarded the prize to Conchita Wurst, the stage persona of Thomas Neuwirth, for the song Rise Like a Phoenix. Conchita distinguished herself with a great voice, amazing looks, and also by deciding to have a beard. She has since become a gay icon and also performed at pride parades and important places such as the European Parliament. The 29-year-old Conchita has recently come back to public attention once again for declaring herself HIV positive and that she made it known since an ex-boyfriend had threatened to release that information without her consent. Number 12. Skiing is the most popular sport in Austria. Quick, where do the wealthiest European people spend their winter vacation? If you guessed the Alps, then congratulations! Austria has many mountains and the highest peak is around 4 kilometers, or 2.5 miles above sea level. That makes it a perfect region for winter sports, such as ice hockey, snowboarding, and ski jumping. But the most loved of all is good old-fashioned alpine skiing, at which Austrian athletes basically dominate all competitions. Some of the best skiers in the world come from this country, including Tony Saylor and Anne-Marie Moser-Prahl. Number 13. The world's largest emerald is on display in Vienna, and it's 2,860 carats. The world's oldest zoo isn't the only wonder you can find in Vienna. Perhaps less known but immensely valuable, this amazing gem is on display in the Imperial Treasury of Austria. We're talking, of course, about the Emerald Unguentarium, a 2,860-carat vase made out of precious emerald. It was commissioned at Ferdinand III's request in the year 1641. Although the material's origin is not entirely known, it appears to have been made of a large stone of over 3,000 carats, and it's reminiscent of the deep green color of emeralds found in the Muzo mines of Colombia. The word unguentarium is of Latin origin and describes a container that can hold oil, liquid, and powder substances, and were mostly used in funerary rituals. That is pretty lavish since nowadays this gem is said to be worth well over $100 million. Number 14. Adolf Hitler was in fact Austrian. Nobody can contest Hitler's devotion for Germany, but he wasn't technically a native German. Born Adolphus Hitler on the 20th of April 1889 in Braunau am Inn, a town in the former Austro-Hungarian Empire close to the borders of Germany. He began to show interest in German nationalism as a young man and didn't have a rapid ascension to power. Hitler moved to Vienna in 1907 and worked as a laborer while trying to be accepted to the Academy of Fine Arts, and he failed twice. The young aspiring artist apparently was even homeless for a while. In 1913, he moved to Germany and enrolled in the army. The rest, well, is history. Number 15. Austrian waiters are allegedly very rude. Picture this. You're having a lovely day in Vienna. You stop at a nice coffee house and want to order. Your waiter is way late, doesn't smile, and he's extremely rude to you for no reason at all. Turns out Viennese waiters have a reputation for being unfriendly and short-tempered, and it's a cultural norm to be that way. However, this is a myth that probably originates from another era, and nowadays, they can be exactly the opposite. But if you want to avoid that, you might want to learn that tipping is common, but not in all situations. You might also want to tip the person directly by handing them the money for great service. Don't just leave it on the table. Most of them make a good salary, and restaurants or hotels already add a service charge in their bills. So, there you have it, Aluxers, 15 things you didn't know about Austria. And before you go, we have one more request, and that is to tell us in the comments, would you like to live in Austria if given the chance? And as always, as a thank you for sticking with us all the way to the end, here's your special bonus fact, and trust us, you don't want to miss this one. Number 16. There's a village in Austria called Fucking. Tourists go to Austria for its rich history, winter sports, culture, and a little village called Fucking. Yes, you heard that correctly. The village is situated in the municipality of Tarsdorf, close to Salzburg, and barely has over 100 inhabitants. It turns out they had no idea why it was so funny until English-speaking soldiers began visiting the city after World War II for a picture of the road signs. But it's not all fun and games, since a lot of visitors decided to steal the signs after posing for pictures. Its frustrated citizens even tried to change the name to Fugging Austria. However, they were denied because Fugging was already taken. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxers.
That's it for the video, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this video. There are many interesting facts that we learn about Austria in this video, about the emerald, which almost 2060 I think carats, I believe. And another fact that they has mentioned in that there's a village in in Austria with name Fucking, and they don't know what it means until the British soldiers arrive there. That's quite a funny, actually, if you see. But sometimes people misjudge the name or the people because of that village name. And that's jokes apart. But there are couple of things that I don't like about Austria. At first, they promote neo-Nazi culture and their ideas. Also, as they have mentioned, that many of the Middle East countries, refugees migrated to Austria, and 40%, like most of the people over there, are not comfortable women wearing hijabs in school or face mask in France, so they want to remove it. That's something that I don't like, because you have to accept everyone with their religion, with their culture, with their norms and trends. They have to follow for their tradition and cultures. You can coexist, but you cannot erase someone's identity permanently. So that's something I don't like about Austria. Second, another thing, that smoking should be banned in Austria. Like 30,000 people every year dies because of cancer, because of the smoking problem. This should be taken seriously, and government should take some serious steps on that, because in future generation it will cause many health problems. So there are many interesting facts that we learn about Austria in this video. If you have anything or something new which was not mentioned in this video, I would request you please mention that in the comment section below. And also, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share your feedback in the comment section below. Till next time, peace out.